My influences growing up, it ranged so wide and varied. Born and raised in London, England, but I've lived in New York, New Jersey. I had grandparents that lived in Dallas, Texas. So my mom kind of grew up with country western. So she would play for us in South London, Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, which made us the cool kids. And I mean, the banjo came from West Africa, and the banjo was like the cornerstone of country music. So, in terms of barriers, it's more of other people's lack of knowledge about Chuck Berry and Sister Rosetta Thorpe and Sugar Pie DeSanto. They aren't aware all the time that the origins of country music and rock music is black music, is black gospel music. This is day one of the recording of WABI SABI. I thought it would just be one song. I thought it would just be an EP, but I think I'm going to give myself 2 weeks to write, record, and produce as many songs as I can. I'm aiming for 50 or 60. I think I could do it if I just try every day. It's video log day one. The kind of, you know, like Untitled, he's really taking his time, the pacing. Like Alicia Keys, If I Ain't Got You. Falling in love with you was like jumping off the stars to the moon, hoping you could catch me when I fall. But there was no pain involved, no pivoting off the ground at all. Took our love higher than the National Live Tower, and we're unbreakable. Got a crush on you, but I can't be broken too, 'cause we're unbreakable. Love is strong as steel. If broken, I would love you still, and always will. Been listening to a lot of Tyler. I love piano music, so I might do something that's like Afrobeat, high life, fella, and I love Goodfellas, so I don't know. I feel like a coalition of strong bodies. But like if Janet and Madonna was to do Afrobeat, you know what I mean? This is made. I've decided it's gonna be called Made. We like to party. We love to rock. They call us Hajibota because they're not. We off the Richter. Them girls we hot. We make our money and we make a lot. Never foreseen we'd get that far. Made it past 23, don't need a man for love. Single like a fiver, in the back of a strip club. Money on me like a brace, like a hug or a warm embrace. We're made. That's our mandate. Date. We off the Richter. Them girls we ate. Wabi Sabi means to me self-expression, embracing your imperfections, actually building a world around them so that you can conquer them. I wrote and produced and recorded the album just over 2 years ago. I'm so elated that it's been received the way it's been received. Very happy that it was picked up by BBC Introducing and so many other outlets like Future Hits Radio, Ones to Watch by Live Nation, and a plethora of other spaces, Amazing Radio UK and US. I'm so stoked by that. I love albums, and I definitely wanted to release not just a single or two, I wanted to release a full album. And so for me, I think what was missing was just, we're in a very singles driven market. I wanted an album and I wanted a quality album. So I had a genreless album. I did everything from pop to rock with Julia Stiles to hip hop to a bit of trap and a little bit of grime. And yeah, it's just a melting pot of all of the genres I grew up loving and listening to. If I didn't believe in an idea, I just rolled onto another idea. I wrote about 80 songs for the album and I selected the best 10. Short and concise. My favorite album is Thriller, so that's 10 tracks. I wanted it to be no more than 10. And yeah, I just had fun. I knew that in my regular job as a journalist in TV, AP, and senior researcher, it's very formulaic. Great work, but it's formulaic. So in my music, I allow myself to run free and wild, like these lights here in the background. So yeah, I manage myself. I balance it by being really structured. You know, I have structure in my managing, but reckless abandon in my music. I just am an organized individual. I guess that's the Virgo rising in me, Sagittarius sun, Cancer moon. So it balances it all out. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. But you know, when I see them budgets, it ain't so fun. That I can go in any direction that I want to go in. I don't have a label head telling me that it needs to be more this, it needs to be more that. I understand the bottom line because I'm a journalist and I work in TV, but I also understand as a creative the importance of expressing myself. I released like an EP before, obviously SoundCloud era, but this was the first time I released like a full album. And so I kind of went to the University of YouTube and taught myself everything. And I've been writing and recording since I was like 10 or 11. So that was fine. But in terms of, okay, I need to commission someone to make the artwork, always trying to make sure what I hear up here comes out in the right way. And that takes a lot of revision and that takes a lot of maybe playing, you know, doubling up some tracks in terms of vocals or guitar, because I play guitar, I play piano. And yeah, I would say also the barriers, like I mentioned, are just what the sound of London is and being a London artist and met with what perception people want to have. If you're from London or from South London, then automatically you should be a grime artist. And for the longest time, I ran away from actually rapping because I was like, I know that's what's expected. But then I'm like, you know, I like to rap. So there you go, Finally Free is the song that I'm rapping on. And I love it. It's one of my favorite songs on the radio from the album. I thought I knew a lot about life before the album. After the album, 2 years later, I know a lot more. Songs like Birthday, Made, it's like wine to me. But I love listening to that album and it's like a time capsule of where I was at the time. And people have just been so receptive to it and hitting me up to collaborate. And, you know, I'll be writing for other artists as well, thanks to the album. But now that it's been released, it belongs to not only me, it belongs to the world. They're streaming it in Italy, they're streaming it in Spain. But I'm very humbled and honored that it's touched people. My mum's very proud. You know, she showed it to all of her colleagues, which is really, really nice. But also people have said that it got them through dark times. It got them through, you know, traumatic things, breakups. It got them through, you know, working in spaces where people don't always look like them, whether it's corporate or in other parts of the industry. And that means a lot because the album got me through a lot. So, you know, if it was a blessing to me, I'm glad that it's been a blessing to other people. WABI SABI is out now on all streaming platforms. Stream it now.